a hotkey or something. I don't have a hotkey. I don't know what that would be. Give it a second. Restart now. It's back up. That was really weird. We're back here, at least. I don't know why my stream's cutting out all the time. My OBS is just randomly saying stop stream while I'm not pressing any buttons beyond just the movement keys. I don't know if OBS did like an update and they added a default stop stream bind to be like alt or something. I'd be kind of annoyed if that is the case, because I didn't have this issue yesterday. We're back, yeah. That was weird. I don't know how much we missed. We're on defense anyway. He's sitting in the combo. What are you using? Are you using the shotgun? You're using the scorch shot still. I guess he's just using it because he likes it. Like, I always thought the shotgun's better, personally, but scorch shot's still pretty fun. Don't you ever scare me like that? I can't help it. I don't know what caused it, but it just kind of ended. 10 seconds, not that much. Okay. Well, we'll wait for people to filter back in. They'll show up eventually. They'll be like, oh god, where's Woolen gone? I'm gonna go watch... What, Funds? Funds is probably streaming. And then they'll come back and be like, oh, there's Woolen. OBS can be kind of buggy. Yeah, I've had this issue before, though. It normally only ends when I press the button. I don't normally have this issue. I don't know what he's up to here. I guess he's... Like, normally what I'd do, at least, is... A, the sentry wouldn't be there. It would be, like, there. That side. I would do this. I'd spy check, first of all. But I'd mostly just stay...
I don't think you'd have to in the beginning of the game.
You don't have to... For the first 10 seconds, you don't have to do any spy checking.
I think that's a good thing to talk about as Pyro, is getting, like, your inner...
Spy checking's not the most important thing in the world, I think.
Yeah, like, getting your inner, like, spy timer going, so, like, keep track of when the spy is actually alive, and when he's not, you don't want to waste time, like,
yeah,
chasing after, or
looking
for, like, a spy that doesn't actually exist.
You want to listen to the call that either says spy is at X, and X isn't near you, or spy is down, and then watch his name on the kill feed, and when his name respawns, count to, like, 15 or something in your head, and say, hey, you know, if I'm here and the spy just spawned, it's going to be like 25 seconds before he gets here. It's going to be like another 10 seconds before he does anything. So just expect, if I'm here and the spy just spawned, he's not going to do anything forever. He's going to be like, for the next 30 seconds, I don't have to do any spy checking. I can just air blast. They've somehow managed to regain the hold on first, and he just air blasted a sickie into his engineer. And his engineer is being butter knifed to death. What a strange situation that was. That's incredibly avoidable. Like... Spies on first shouldn't ever be able to sap the sentry unless you're horribly distracted. Normally, he's gone to Homewrecker, yeah. They were clearly trying to do a more defensive hold. Typically, like, what happens here is... Like, if the sentry goes down, you back off. But as, like, the Pyro, you assume the spy is going to be there, or in here. If he's anywhere else, just to forget for now. Just check those areas, but only check them, like, one at a time. Check, and then look back, check and look back. Because chances are, if he's in here, then you'll completely miss him. Like, this is a really good spot, this is a really good spot, this is a really good spot. So if you're going up here to spy checking for the spy around up top, like, that was what happened earlier, is he just walked up here, he just decloaked and got the engineer. It only takes him 2 seconds to decloak and stab the NG from there. So you have to be kind of aware on that side. If your engineer is clearly too busy doing other things, you should keep that in mind. Because some of your team do seem like, they're very good, but they seem a little absent-minded. Sometimes, like, they'll be very focused on one thing. And you kind of need to note that. You need to look at your engineer, notice that he's just standing there not doing anything, and watch for the spy. Because if I'm the spy, and I see an AFK engineer, and no one's spy checking, I'm like, that's a free pick. And normally it is just a free pick. If the pyro all of a sudden turns around and then murders you, then it's your fault for not realizing the pyro was mind-reading you, basically. Hello. Oh, are you posting more logs, homie? Bravo. We're doing demo reviews. Yee. What are you up to here? He's still running Homewrecker. His engineer's clearly having, like, some issues with spies, so at this point, maybe you want to kind of sit in the middle. I never like the idea of just being a combo or just a flank pyro. I always think just being something in the middle is useful, like being flexible. If your team obviously needs you, like if they have Uber, your team has Uber, your medic with Uber is more important than this level 1 sentry. You should make sure you are watching this guy, not peeking the corner for snipers and taking damage. Stay with your medic, because if he Ubers you, I don't know why they'd Uber the demo here. Like, they have Uber as well. You really want to Uber the pyro. Defensively, that's what you would normally do. I don't know why they got the demo there. Maybe they just flashed him. Or maybe this is just what the team does. But you want to stay back, because had you have been peeking here and died to the pyro, your medic would only have the demo to Uber. And if they've pushed in with the demo, then they have the advantage. Like, Demo on offense with an Uber is better than Demo on defense with Uber because he's pushing forward and murdering everything. You're just sitting here, like, maybe spamming the cart and waiting for theirs to run out. Spy did a pretty good job there, getting the heavy, but just staying alive. Like, there's no need to take pointless damage a lot of the time. This engineer's... I don't know what he's doing. I mean, there's no sniper anymore. You could stand here for a couple more seconds. It's... Normally you wouldn't do this, but I guess he's just up for it. This team seems very, like, happy to do dry holds, where they just go onto a point and stand there. Like, this isn't atypical hold. But they seem to be doing it well, somewhat. Like, normally you don't expect to repush. Like, once the sentry's died, once your medics uses Uber, once a few combo players and the sniper have died, you have to back out. That's what's going to happen here, but they held this for longer than I expected. Normally you just give it up and back up. Because the setup on last is so handy. Like, upward last, I think, is the strongest last hold in the game. Probably, right?
Yeah.
Probably, at least in Payload. Probably the strongest last hold in the game. You shove a dispenser here. I guess he's building up his sentry. He's going to put the dispenser there. Stops the spy from walking up. You put it there. He's put it in the right spot, I think. Means the spy shouldn't be able to walk around the side or jump over it because it's down a stair. You shove a sentry up top and whack it a bunch. But, like, I don't know. I think they were too late to back out, really. As the Pyro, there's not much you can do other than, like, defend your team as they're backing out. But I think keeping the mindset of trying not to die all the time is a good idea. Like, getting frags is less important than staying alive. Because that area back there, while they did manage to hold it for a little bit longer, they did nothing, really, to hold last. If they'd have just backed out sooner, with the Pyro, maybe they could have held this up top much stronger, gotten some stickies up top, gotten their heavy in this stupid spot here, maybe, or had him up top, or had him with the combo. That's what most teams do these days. Although that spot's really strong for heavy. Like, anything. You don't need to do dry holds most of the time. Like, you can save a couple of seconds here, but you'll lose a couple of minutes over here. I think it's something that, like, different teams do at different points, but I think the higher divisions do a lot more giving up. They just assume the other team is good enough to win at that point, and give up and go back to the stronger place map-wise. It's not too late to submit one, though. I'm just doing them roughly in order. Hey, Woolen. Hello. Hi, everyone. Yeah, it's just basically, like... Peeking here, it's a sniper. It's upward last. Like, you will probably die to the sniper. The most you can do is go up top and defend, do some scorch shotting, defend, make sure the soldier doesn't get up top. Remove stickies if you can. If you really want to get kills, stand around here, and then once they all start to push in, you jump on the cart and air blast them away if you can. Being down here, I don't think is that good of an idea as a Pyro. You're in, like, he's died twice to the sniper. It's just a sniper sightline. He is passive as hell. He doesn't have to be even seen by the red sniper. If he stands here, he can defend this whole section. And here. So realistically, you want to try and avoid his entire sightline. But anyway, that's the end of the demo. Is this Hermes? This was Shadow Dude, I think. The mic just did a weird echo. Probably because the game ended. But that's over. That was a pretty decent demo. He made some, like, really good plays. I really like the air blasting he did at some points. He got some